Sonic R, the first 3D Sonic the Hedgehog game. Sonic R was launched in 1997 on the Sega Saturn and later again as part of the Gems collection for the GameCube. You would think the first 3D Sonic game would be an adventure game, but Sega decided to focus the idea on a unique concept: foot racing. Imagine being able to finally run through a 3D environment similar to the Green Hill Zone level from the first game. What could ruin such a virtual experience? Well, to start, how are you supposed to play a game where controlling your character is downright impossible? Despite running on foot, your character drifts and accelerates uncontrollably. Yes, I said accelerates. Not only can you not steer, which is an odd concept for a foot race, but you can't really stop either. Instead, like a car, when you let go of up, your character kind of slowly grinds to a halt. It's awful and makes the game nearly unplayable. Amy actually drives a car, but the controls are just as bad, and apparently everyone can outrun a car in this game. It makes sense for Sonic, but the others? She must be driving a Kia or something. I love how this game trolls you with an S-like bend. I can't really call it an S-bend because of how square it is. There's literally no way to master this thing without hitting a wall, and if you're stuck, you're fucked. Getting flipped into a wall is common in this game, and the time it takes to turn around is more excruciating than driving Amy's car, or a Kia. I know, let's fly around it. Never mind, there's an invisible force field making the flying function as useless as Amy's car. Then you have Eggman, who is by far the slowest. He comes with a shooting attack, but it rarely hits, and apparently Knuckles has more mass than both the machine and Eggman. I mean, look at how Knuckles just casually knocks Eggman off track by simply bumping into him. But you can make a comeback by boosting. That is, if you can control your character enough to go through the booster. Many times I accidentally drifted around it because I can't get my character to go straight. Another weird thing is that boosting takes your rings, although this game doesn't punish you enough, forcing you to choose between boosting and shortcuts. And it's often difficult to see the number of rings needed to open a shortcut, as each one requires a different number of rings. And if you go out on a limb and misjudge, you hit the wall, and you have to turn around again. And with confusing layouts, you sometimes unknowingly open a shortcut from the wrong side. The mixed open world racetrack concept with few markings and plenty of intersections is a recipe for confusion. But this does bring one thing I can admit. If this was an open world adventure game with fixed controlling similar to what you experience in Sonic Adventure, this honestly really could have been a pretty good game. I mean, look at the potential this could have had as an open world adventure game. They have these cool areas with ruins, city streets, beach areas. Honestly, it was a wasted opportunity, and instead, we got Sonic R, a game where an entire Grand Prix is only one race. And to be fair, let's be honest, the music really gives you that late 90s, early 2000s Sonic era vibe. But it's just not enough to redeem this game. You're better off sticking with Sonic Drift, which ironically has a lot less drifting than this game.